Hello and welcome back to Marine for TCG. My name is Joe. Drink of the day is a McDonald's strawberry milkshake. And finally we have it. We have the case of OP13. It's here, it's ready to go. I'm very excited. Hopefully we can get something cool. Would obviously love to get the God Pack, but even outside of that, even just a Manga would be incredible. I've never hit one before, and I've decided to splash out on this set, make this the set that we're going for. Let's see what we can go. Let's see what we can get. Hopefully the lighting and the camera stays alright. I was having a few issues setting it up this time, but I think we've worked it out. I'm going to move this case out of the way, and then we'll get to cracking. Let's bring you down a little bit. Hopefully that quality looks fine, I think, to me. Should be in 4K 60, but yeah, the lighting in my room is not great. Normally I record these during the day. However, alas, this week I've been working daytime shifts. And this weekend, I'm not going to have time to record because my mum's up to visit. So this really is the only day and the only time that I can record left. So hopefully the lighting doesn't cause the footage to go grainy. Because that is the issue I was having. I brought an extra light just over there behind. But anyway, OP13. This set's a big one, right? Set's a big one. Emu, Elders, Ace, RU Ace as well. There's all sorts I'm really looking for in this set. I think in particular, I would love to get a bunch of alts of the Elders. I'd love to hit at least one of each Elder. I think that would be cool. And I think for the structure of this video, for the first few, maybe 2 boxes, we'll go a little bit slower. And then after that, we'll start powering through, because otherwise this is going to be a ridiculously long video. Quite the amount of packs we have to open today is ridiculous. We've got Whoop Slap, Napoleon. Going to check the quality again. Yeah, that looks fine. Gyogyo, Hera, Frankie, Rouge, Haruta. Go all the way to the top. Tony Chopper, Edison, S-Snake, and a boa on the end. Nothing too crazy. It's a little bit blurry. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's going to be what we've got. Not this gear too. That's not what we've got, but I am just going to have to open it. I don't really have time. Hopefully the quality is still good enough that doesn't ruin the video. Because I don't know what else to do. My old phone's not going to be good enough to record a video of this length. Hopefully, I think this still shows up alright. It's a little bit blurry, isn't it? It's more my hand, though, than the card. It's all we get in this pack. Tom, Equilibrium, Phoenix Pyreapple, Nekomamushi, Alida Emu, Divine Departure, and a Walkiri. Look at this guy. Look at this ugly motherfucker. Okay, I think I've maybe fixed the resolution issue. Maybe. Like I say, I hate technology. But we are just going to have to crack on. I don't have all day, I'm afraid. I want to open these packs. I'm too excited to mess around. As much as I do want the video to obviously look really good. It is what it is. Got an Atlas, an Ace Leader, Vista, and a V Nostro. Definitely will get playsets of these. We should get playsets of everything, including SRs, right? From a whole case. That's a serious amount of packs. You've got to assume you'll get playsets of all the SRs. In terms of alts, I really would like the Mars. The Mars is definitely my favourite of the new 5 Elders alts. And an SP of that one would be incredible. I have heard, though, that the only way you can get the SP Elders is if you do pull the God Pack, so we'll have to see about that one. Hey, we've got a Rayleigh SR. Not bad for a first SR. This guy's good in Roger, obviously, also in and out of, like, UP Luffy lists. You sometimes see this in there. And I think he has good potential for the future. It's very generic. It's very generic. Good card. Happy with that one. And we'll separate probably the SRs. And then I'll separate, obviously, the Alt Arts. Then at the end, we will do a big roundup, I guess, of all the alt arts mainly that we got. Because I do think we're going to pull plenty of each SR. Shark, I do want to play Vegapunk very soon. There's 5/7 vanilla that you can play out for 1. Actually kind of cool, you know? It's a nice option for Vegapunk. Hey, we've got a Newgate SR. That's got to be one of the best ones. I think this and the 5 Elders SR probably be the most expensive too. If I had to guess, unless there's one I'm forgetting about. But both of these incredibly meta-relevant. The Law as well, that's a brilliant rare. That's going to be an evergreen card. any green deck that wants to play 5 costs, which is pretty much any green deck, is just going to love that lore, right? Because you get to pick up your Searcher and then just play like a 5-cost Smoker or a 5-cost Cavendish, 5-cost Tashigi. Incredible work. Morgans, Momonosuke, Snake Shots, Izo, Nekomamushi. Is the quality still good? I think so. I think so. I give up. Saturn. Nice. Nothing in that pack. So what are you guys hoping for from your packs? How many boxes are you getting? This is the first time I've done anything of this scale in any card game. And I don't think I'll be doing it again for a good while yet. Maybe we'll try and do the anniversary sets, buy a case. But it's too expensive, man. People who buy cases of every set. It's crazy. How do you afford it? You have better jobs than me. Clearly. But yeah, a manga would be brilliant. I've probably opened going on for 2 cases of total product, like throughout my time playing One Piece. No mangas yet, so we're probably overdue one. But you never really know, do you? Another Walkuri. They're so random. I've not even seen like concrete odds, like, oh, it's 1 in 2 cases or 1 in 3 cases. I've never really seen anything like that. So if you know if there are concrete odds of getting a manga, let me know in the comments, because I'd love to know. Is it 1 in 2 cases? 1 in 3 cases? And in this set, we've also got the red mangas, right? So there's 6 mangas in this set, which is ridiculous. Crazy amount of mangas. Each one is probably going to go for a fortune in and of itself, just because the odds of hitting a specific one. Say they are 1 in 2, and then, I don't know, the red ones are 1 in 4. Your odds of hitting a specific red manga are going to be so damn low. It's crazy. It's crazy. They've got to be really expensive. But we'll see. Douglas Bullet, great card for Roger. Love that one. Inazuma, Crocus. Really weird that we got the yellow Supernova Search event in this set, right? This was a set 10 card. We got Kid and Law, right? Kid and Law and the Luffy Searcher. Why is this not in that set? Regardless, moving on. Oh, look at that. Little Shanks, Big Shanks. There's a cardboard box. Yeah, not bad. Definitely need plenty of those. It's good in Lim. Good in Red Green Luffy. And probably will be good in some other things over the years. One thing to note about the cases that's interesting this set is if you get a leader, an alt leader, that means there's no God pack. Because if you do get a God pack, there are no alt art leaders in your box. Sorry, in your case, other than the emu leader that's in the God pack. So that is kind of a bit of a... It makes sense if everyone was just opening cases. But if your store just puts like a case on the shelf, right? And people buy a box, people buy some loose boosters. One guy's making off like a bandit. Everyone else is kind of getting shafted because there's no more leaders. So I don't know how I feel about that. Let me know how you feel about that one in the comments. Hey, 5 Elders. Definitely want 4 of these. Yes, quite a good card, I think. One of the least flexible SRs, though, possibly of all time. I mean, it is locked to Emu, and I don't think we'll be getting any more Emu leaders anytime soon. They're not really a huge character in terms of what they actually do in the show, right? They're very important to the universe, but, I mean, short of, like, right now, we've not really seen Emu do very much, so, I don't know. Got the Suspicious Bonnie art. I'm not a fan of this one, I can't lie. This is, like, yeah, a little weird for me, but, hey, here we are, it is what it is. I don't think I'm going to be playing Bonnie anyway, although I do want to try Vegapunk again, and I think that Bonnie is pretty cool for Vegapunk, you know? Because it is just locked to Egghead. And we're also getting that Egghead Luffy deck, the new starter deck. When's that coming out? That's coming out with set 14, I think, in January, which is pretty cool. We're getting a bunch more Egghead support in that. Uta, we're doing well for SRs. The Uta, if you didn't see it, there's the artwork. This is okay. It's okay in Red Green Luffy, and it's pretty good in Green Uta. But that deck isn't particularly good, so you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But what was I talking about? I'm completely lost. We're doing well for SRs, but no hits just yet. Probably a light box, this one. Maybe just a 2-hitter. So we're a good way through this first box here. Meteor Fist, Marigold. This is going to be way better in set 14 with that Boa leader. Because if you get like if you get like a the Nami's on KO, you can play out this Boa, and then have this Boa play out the 6-cost Boa Hancock, and then you'll draw 2 from the Boa Hancock's leader effect, which is kind of funky. A Buggy and a Marcus Mars. Not bad. 2 really good rares. Buggy, absolutely key card for Roger. If you're going first, you're really looking for that. That or the scrap event. Both very, very good cards for Roger. Connie, very bad card. Not good. Beppis, watch out for this guy if you're going to pre-releases after watching this video. I think this is one of the best cards in pre-release. Look at him. He sets himself as active. Or a Don if you need a Don. Incredible work. York, very, very nice city. Very good YouTube channel. Very bad card. Moving on. Kobe, brilliant punk. It's more like shit punk. Can't lie. Haruta, Nika Robin, never existed. Otama, anything on the end? Just a law. Not bad, not bad. Which of the 5 elders is your favourite? Like I say, I think mine's Mars. The colours on him, it's crazy. Like the red, blue, and it's green, right? Green feathers as well. Goes so hard, but honestly, all the artwork that the Jujutsu Kaisen guy, is it Gegi or is it Gage? I don't know how you say that. I'm guessing it's Gege. But yeah, insane art, man. The elders, especially the SP versions, but even the alt art versions, just look so fire. I'd love to get a playset. Yo, we got the gold done. Is this guaranteed in the case? I assume this is guaranteed in the case. I'd like to meet this fellow. I'd like to meet the alt art leader of this fellow. Actually, no, I wouldn't, because that means we're not getting the gold back. There we go. The gold dot's sick. Wonder how popular this one will be. Because it's from a mainstream set, right? Not PRB. So this will probably be a lot more common. Either way, though, looks really nice. Cool for a first hit. First hit of the opening. We got the gold Don. And we've met that fellow now. Incredible work. Didn't even realise. I was just kind of flicking through. Brook, Rakuyo, Gatling Gun, Rouge, Little Oars, St. Jalmac. Who the hell is this guy? Who is this? Terry. Bro, he sounds like the guy from down the pub. Oh, check out his big Terry. Look at that. What a joke. Lilith and Dragon D's. Dragon D's nuts. Ha. Anyway. Yeah, I think after probably 1 or 2 boxes, we'll start just skipping to the back cards because we're going to have seen and talked about most of the cards in the set by then. Blenheim, Crocus. Oh, this Garp search is great. Absolute banger card. I think this is one to get your copies of now because even in the future, if we get more red Sabos, Aces, and Luffy's, staple. Speaking of Aces, Sabos, and Luffy's, there it is. That's, I think, our last SR for the box. The Ace and Sabo and Luffy. Incredible. Really interesting card. When it was first revealed, I thought it'd be very, very good. Obviously, Giga unsearchable. Garp can't find it because it's low cost. And Goa Kingdom is not a searchable archetype. So it's a bit weird, and it doesn't really have a deck that he wants to go in. Probably Marco is a pretty good home for that. But Marco, especially with Emu being the best deck in the game, or number 2, whatever, and Marco just being a removal deck, you know, you can sort of put the dots together as to why Marco is not doing too well. Now, we have like 4 packs left, and we've had, the only hit is the Gold Don. Does that count as one of your, like, 2 guaranteed hits in the box? We'll find out, I guess. I would assume not, but you never know. Inuarashi, Boa San Antonio. Why is this not playable in Shirahoshi? Absolute scam. Another leader pack. Nosturo, Sanji. Oh, there's the regular Don. Oh, we'll find out if the Gold Don replaces a regular Don, or if it replaces a hit. Because if you always get 2 Dons in a box. So if we don't get any more Dons in this box, that means then the Gold Roger, the Gold Roger, Gold has replaced one of the Dons. Because if we get another Don, I guess this is just an extra one for a laugh. Incredible work. Tell you what, you'd be disappointed if you picked packs out of the top of this box. Like, we got all the SRs, but not a hit in sight. Hiyori, this card's crazy. Not seeing a lot of success at the minute, but really, really powerful card. Watch out for this one in the future. Yo, that's a pretty good one. Alt Luffy secret. I like this. This looks great. It's got this design in the back where it debates you into thinking it's a manga, because it looks kind of like a manga, but then it's not, because it's like the red stuff instead of the manga panels. Still, very, very clean. Thrilled with that one. That's got to be one of the better alts you can get, right? It looks brilliant. It looks brilliant. It's like original Oda art as well. Yeah, there's no artist up here. So this is original Oda art. Banger. Thrilled with that. Brilliant hit. Brilliant hit. Let's see if we can get one more thing, or if the Roger truly does replace one of your hits. That would be interesting to find out. I tell you, if we see no more hits from this box, that would be interesting. Find out that the Roger replaces a hit rather than a Don. Kobe, Equilibrium, Jinbei, Wapol. This has got to be the worst type ever. Evil Black Trump Kingdom. What the fuck is that, dude? Hack, Vista. Oh, okay. Well, I guess the Roger doesn't necessarily place a hit. Because there's a Rayleigh. He's really good. Look at that. Beautiful texturing. Beautiful texturing. Banger card as well. And like I said earlier, brilliant in Roger. Pretty good in UP. And I think does have good potential for the future. Well, 2 packs left. That's got to be it for this box. We've hit the gold Don. We've had 2 more hits. There's no way there's anything else. So we might as well skip to the back of these last couple of packs. Got a Lilith and a bar. That's 3 hits. Surely you can't get 3 hits and a gold Don. Hey, I guess the back of that... Oh, my webcam has died. Concerning. We're back. Let's go. Let's go. We're back. Did that zoom out? Am I imagining things? I feel like that zoomed out. I think it did. I think it did zoom me out. Oh well, more work for editing me, I guess. Wait, let's finish off this box. Yeah, nothing in the back of that one. Just the Elders and the Zorro. And that is the first box done. Good hits though. Can't lie. We found out that the Gold Roger Don does replace one of your Dons. It doesn't replace a hit, so you always get 2 hits as well as the Gold Don in that box. 7 SRs, all pretty good ones, other than maybe the Ace Sabo Luffy. Is a little bit mid. But absolutely very good box. And I'll put the 3 hits to the side to revisit later. And we'll put the SRs back in there. Let's go on with box number 2. And I think the quality has held out. It looks pretty good on the back of my hand. Incredible work. And we are going to work through the top half of the case first. So I know people sometimes have questions like, oh, when you get good hits, is the leaders in the top half or the leaders in the bottom half? Is the manga in the top half? I don't know. People talk about that. I have not a clue. However, I'm going to work through the top half first. So the first 6 boxes in this opening will be the top half of the box. And then after that, we'll do the bottom. So you can work out for yourself if the hits are in the top half or the bottom half. And you can let me know in the comments. Or if all the leaders are in one half. It's kind of interesting, I suppose. We'll do one more box of sort of semi-slow rolling, and then we will just start blitzing through these packs, because this is going to take some time. I'm happy, I'm having a great time, but I don't want to waste all of your time. Emu, leader pack to start. What a dud. Boo! Boo this man. Incredible work. I'm going to zoom my camera in. This is very, very small. It's quite off-putting. There we go. Look at that. Much better. Gyogyo. Connie. This guy has the best name ever. I love Whoop Slap. Absolute gamer name. Shaka. Not quite Shaky, but Shaka. It's what you look like on cocaine, kids. Don't do drugs. Anyway. VV on the end. Get your play set of these if you want to play Red Blue VV when that comes out in the woman's set in February. If you want to play Red Blue VV, I think that VV searcher seems like a standard card. There's a lot of Alabaster stuff. Well, you got the new VV, you got the new Nami, but it also searches Straw Hat, right? So you could get like Rush Luffy, you could get the old blocker Nami, the blue one. There's a few other cards as well. The Fat Luffy, Mr. Vanilla. What a shame. Yeah, the Fat Luffy. He's the treasure rare in this set as well, actually. Yeah, another leader pack. Another Law, though. Law, I think, is one of the best rares to get in the set. The Elders will be quite popular as well, but they're not leader locked. You've seen a little bit of success in Sabo playing the Mars, and I've also seen a little bit of success in Blackbeard playing the Walkyrie, which was quite interesting. So I hadn't thought about that, but it makes a lot of sense. It's a blocker that draws a card. That's pretty good. Another leader pack. Bad start for this box. But anyway, yeah, the treasure rare is the 5/7, the blue blocker Fat Luffy, where he can't attack if you have 5 or more cards in your hand. More than 5? I don't know, something like that. Look at this. This is Jimmy Savile of One Piece, bro. He's literally stealing a child. Actually crazy. Get this guy out of here. Call the Navy for that guy. Actual Jimmy Savile. Chopper. Hey, Shanks SR. Not bad to start with. Not bad one to start with. Is the treasure rare guaranteed in every case? Because I've heard mixed things. When they first came out, I heard that they were guaranteed 1 treasure rare per case. But recently I've been hearing people saying that no, you don't always get the treasure rare. Sometimes you don't get a treasure rare. So I don't really know. What's right? You let me know if you know in the comments. But I guess if we don't open a treasure rare, then we'll know. Another one of these suspicious Bonnies. Incredible. It's a shame that the treasure rares aren't always playable cards. I do find a lot of them sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit, often maybe shit. They could even use the treasure rare slot as like a mini reprint of expensive cards, potentially. Like, they've done secret rare treasure rares in French, so maybe when Mr. 2 was incredibly expensive, as a leader pack. Here's a Don in the end, though. Little regular Don. Maybe when Mr. 2 was really expensive, they could have done a treasure rare Mr. 2. And, like, would it have affected the price much? No. Would it have affected the price a little bit? Yeah, probably. Probably would have dropped it just a touch. Vegapunk. This is the worst card to get more than one of ever. Anyway. Prometheus never existed. Another leader pack. Damn, the leader packs are off the charts. It's crazy. That is one thing about One Piece. When you see the little bit of colour on the side of the pack, because you can't help but notice it when you open a pack, right? You see the little bit of colour and you're like, oh, got a fucking leader, dude. Get this leader crap out of here. Watch my homie open a box of Riftbound, the League of Legends game. And he started saying slurs. No, I'm kidding. When you pull the leader in that, it's like it takes the spot of one of your rares. So the leaders are actually somewhat hard to come by. You don't just pull infinite numbers of them. And they're also all hollow foil, which I thought was pretty cool. For the base rarity leaders in that game, they actually look pretty damn good. You also got very lucky and pulled an alt-art leader. Or an overnumber, as they call it. Where's the other Don? We've had 1,000 leaders. Anyway, he pulled an overnumber leader, which is like the alt-art. Looks really, really good. I don't know if they all look that good. You got the Darius, cool guy, Darren. I think it's an okay leader. I don't think he's super meta or anything, but yeah, regardless, they look really clean. The texturing's beautiful, which I think is great, because so many games come out and the art just isn't very good. We're lucky in One Piece. The art's brilliant. I started playing Lorcana for a little bit a while back, and like the Enchanteds are okay, but they're only okay. And the regular cards look dreadful. They genuinely look really bad. And my homie, one of my homies got into Star Wars Unlimited. And again, in that game, the artwork, it's diabolically, like, mid. And it's just the lack of alts in that game. You have the showcases, they're like 1 in 1,000 cases. And they're worth $1 billion. Speaking of worth $1 billion, this is not worth $1 billion. This is probably one of the worst alt arts in the set. But this will probably be good at some point, right? It's like Otama. It's like Otama 2. Otuma. Maybe not Ochuma. Regardless, it looks really nice. The texturing's really quite good up here with all the swirls, right? Can't actually see the bottom. The light's actually better on camera than it is in real person. Incredible work. Call me, I don't know, who's a famous videographer? I don't know. Steven Spielberg. Did he do the videoing, or did he just Did he write this? I don't know. I'm so uncultured. I'm not a big, like, movie, TV head kind of guy. Mjosgard, Blenheim, Crocus, Pythagoras, Zorro, and a Goldie Roger. Not a Goldie Roger, like the gold one in the last one. Yeah, underwhelming card this. When I first saw it, I thought this is the most crazy card I've ever seen in my life. Turns out it just gets regged rocked and then you lose, so, you know, sucks to suck, I guess. Poor Rogger. At least here the red one is good in the deck. The red Rogger from set 9. That card's crazy expensive, by the way. Well, I sold one for £18. And I bought my playset, man. £5. £5 I bought my playset. And managed to sell one for 18. I don't need 4. I just bought 4 to, like, have them. But if people are going to pay £18 for them, sure as hell I'm selling at least one. I'm probably going to end up selling at least one more. End up with 2. 2's pretty standard for what you see in both Roger and Ace. And Sabo as well. You don't tend to see more than 2. I have seen a couple of lists with 3. I've never seen anyone playing 4. That would seem a little crazy. This Zorro is another really good card as well. This Zorro is very strong. I like him a lot. I think, again, like we were talking about with the lore, I think that Zorro, likely to be a staple green card going forwards. Very, very likely. The Ban, Koala, Rakuyo. There's a lot of mid cards in this set, I can't lie. There's a lot of mid cards like this. Come on, man. Who wants this shit? When does Iceberg, alright? Because this is an Iceberg card. When does Iceberg need to get his stage from the trash? Absolute waste of time. What a troller. This is a really good card in pre-release. If you're playing pre-release and you get this, include it. It's really good. Freeze 2 guys. Crazy. Crazy, crazy business. Crazy business. Let me know if I do another case opening in the future. Probably be like a year from now. What do you think? Do you think live stream? I had a couple of people recommend live stream, including Mr. Powell, popular YouTuber Mr. Powell. Check him out if you haven't. But yeah, he recommended doing a live stream, and I think it's interesting. I don't know. I didn't have the sort of capability to do it this time. Just in how my timing was. It just didn't work out. I also don't have the setup. But if that is something that you think could be a better format for something like this, do a live stream and then just have like the VOD, or I could even edit the VOD a little bit. Let me know, because I could do that next time. I think there's swings and roundabouts to both. Looks like something on the end of this. Snake. Forgot this had an ult. Can't lie. I forgot this had an ult. Yeah, it's alright. I'm not super excited about this one. I think the texturing on the Ace Sabo Luffy was very, very good. This one's texturing, I mean, it's alright. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Not the craziest card either. I imagine this will come up at some point, though. If we really need power down in a yellow deck. This is currently, like, the only option, right? All those days in the past, man, when yellow just, like, sucked dick into 8-cost Kid. This would have been a banger, that S-Snake. But, those days kind of over. The 8-cost Mihawk is kind of just better 8-cost Kid a lot of the time. I know they serve different purposes, and obviously some decks wouldn't have played Kid anyway that do play Mihawk, like Green Zorro. You're never going to play fucking Kid in Zorro. But for Bonnie especially, it does seem like the Mihawk has mostly replaced the Kid. You still sometimes see like 1 or 2 copies, but much less common now. Much less common. I'm going to move in. That okay? I hope so. Emporio, Mjosgard, Gatling Gun, Big Morgans, Jimbei, Hack, Mars, and a Garp. So that is 2 hits from this box. That could be all we get. Low-key, if you bought this box and got all Ace Sabo Luffy, all S-Snake, and that's it, you'd be kind of upset. But you never know. There is chance for a 3rd hit. And we've had both our Don packs as well. And we've had approximately 1 trillion leader packs, so can't be too many more of those. Maybe we'll get some more sauce in the last dregs of this box. A little Stussy there. Pretty good card. Sort of not staple in either Bonnie or Vegapunk. But definitely an okay option in both. You know, definitely an okay option. I think we've got an SR on the end of this one. And I think I might have spoiled it for myself a little bit. Alas, what can you do? Oh, Yamato. This is another SR in the set that we didn't get in the first box. Very good, nice. Definitely want four of those. Yeah. Wonder if you could ever play that in UP. It kind of doesn't ramp you, so probably not, but interesting to think about. Because he starts with 3 life, obviously. Maybe UY Nami as well, if you're playing like a Wano build of that, for Wano. Tama and a VV Searcher. Last pack, is there any magic, or is this one of the worst boxes ever if you just bought it off the shelf? All S-Snake, all ASL, it's not optimal, I think. Brook, Kabbalah, Morgans, Gum Gum, Inuarashi, Hack, Cobra. Oh, that was a leader pack. Okay, yeah, I'm glad I didn't just buy this box. Holy shit. Imagine you open that, you get no Whitebeard SR, no 5 Elders SR, alt A Sabo Luffy, alt S Snake. It's not optimal. It's not optimal. However, it keeps our God Pack dreams alive because there were no leaders in that pack. Sorry, no alt leaders in that box. There's certainly plenty of leaders in the packs. Anyway, moving on. Let's put the SRs away. I'm going to run out of space. My room is not the biggest. Let's see. What do you think of the backdrop, by the way? Got the gamers in the back. You can see the magazine Luffy that came out recently. I bought one of those. That's a really stunning card. As soon as I saw that, I saw who was it? It's probably Andy Collects. He posts everything. He posted it on X about that. I was like straight on eBay, bro. I'm like, this looks brilliant. I'm not even much of a collector for random like Luffy's and that. Like, this is very unique. I got to get me one of these. Looks super, super clean. Maybe I'll pull it over later if we take a break in these boxes later on. But yeah, that's a nice card. I've got an Aerodactyl V-Star alt art over there. And I think starting with these packs, we will just sort of skip towards the end and see what's on the end. Got a Yamato on this one. If you think next time I should slow roll every box, let me know. But that will take a long time. I'm not going to lie. I think we've talked about a lot of the commons and uncommons by now. Maybe we'll slow roll a couple of packs if I ever spoil it and see that I've got something on the end. On the end of this one, we've got a Garp. Also got a leader. Woo, look at that one. Incredible. Yeah, who else is on the top? Oh, I got the Drum Kingdom. I didn't win that. I'm not talented enough to win top player cards. Maybe one day. I hope one day to top a regional. That'll be cool. But if I continue going to them at a rate of like 1 a year, it's not going to happen anytime soon. 2 rares, Dawn Stamp, and a Zoro. But yeah, I had to buy that. I'm not even like a Chopper fan. Chopper's cool. Don't get me wrong. No shade to Mr. Chopper. He's a cool guy. But I just had to have the Drum Kingdom. It looks so good, man. Hey, we got a Silver's Rayleigh. Nice. That's 2 of those? Yeah, 2 of those and the ult. Normally I buy, was it like 3 boxes? Yeah, 4. I buy 4, keep 1 sealed. Nothing on the end of this one. So I don't get playsets of SRs, not even close. Usually just get away with playsets of the rares and the uncommons. But this time we should get playsets of all the SRs. There's a Blenheim, don't want you. Jewish Peter. Hey, Lois. And Bruno Zoro. If you haven't seen my 5 Elders alts that I made, check out the posts tab on the channel. I made, well, that one has Peter Griffin on it, believe it or not. Hey, another Newgate. Throw by him. Want as many of this guy as possible. I think probably best SR in the set. Probably best SR in the set. But yeah, I made alts of the 5-cost Elders, like meme funny ones. Nothing very creative. I'm not a creative guy, but nothing on the end of that one either. We had the Peter one. It's Peter Griffin with some sheep and the Jewish is yarmulke on his head. I don't know. I thought it was funny anyway. Oh, we got some. Look at that. That's sick. Nus Duro. Look at that. Nus Duro himself. Incredible. Texturing on this is nuts. Nuts, Juro. Look at that. And there it is, up there in the top right. I don't think this is going to focus. See, Gege Akutani. Brilliant art. Some of the best we've ever seen in the game. Like, without shadow of a doubt. And on the left here, you got, like, the old guy form. Just in the shadows. Stunning card. Best hit so far. By a mile. By an absolute mile. I'm thrilled with that. If I can get one of each of those in the case, I don't know what the hit rates are like. If we could get one of each of those in the case, it'd be the best, man. I really want to collect like the full set because they look really good. Another Suspicious Bonnie in that one. Yeah, they are some of my favourite arts. I obviously don't really have much of an attachment to the characters because they've barely appeared in the show, right? The elders, they've not done a lot, but that art is brilliant. There's a Don. So that means this is dead. Yep. Some of the locals will want the Roger Dons. I can give them all out to... I'm sure someone will want those Dons. Oh. Elders and a Vivi. What are we talking about? I forget. I got distracted by Mr. Nuts, Juro. Rosward. Speaking of the Elders... There's the whole squad. Incredible. And there's Mr. Mars. Oh yeah, we're talking about the memes I made. Yeah. I thought they were funny. I kind of ran out of inspiration for, like, Mars. I don't know. You'll see if you check the post tab. You'll see if you check the post tab. Oh, no God pack in this case. Drat. But either way, though, that's a great pull. Emu Leader is the one, like, Emu and Ace, they're the two you want from this set. And they're all pretty good, can't lie. But yeah, alas, that does mean no God pack in this case. It's kind of a weird feeling, right? When you're low-key kind of a little bit bummed to get one of the best pulls in the set. It feels kind of bizarre. I don't really like that they did that. But, hey, it is what it is. You gamble. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you lose. Still plenty of chances to win, though. This is an Emu box. Look at that. Got the horsey man and Emu himself. But yeah. Hey-ho. I guess now we're hunting for a manga. We'll just see what we can get. I'm just thrilled to have the opportunity to open this much product. It's crazy. Shanks on the end. I remember when I was a kid, like watching YouTube videos. I was a Pokemon enjoyer back then. Didn't know anything about One Piece. One Piece, I know it's sort of marketed a little bit at kids, but with how sus some of the artwork is, I mean, look at this shit, man. Come on. You won't catch me showing this to my kids. It's not kid-friendly in my book. That's not very friendly at all, Mr. Stinky Ace. The wanted version of this one has the error, right? This is the one with the error. It's got the text of the Secret Luffy. It is crazy. But yeah, Secret Ace. Honestly, the art is really good. I really like the fire up here. It blends in across the whole card. Shame he's not a very good card. But, looks stunning. Look, it's ripped as fuck. Big chat of a man. Incredible work. Well, that's going to be all the hits for this box. So I guess we could turbo blitz through this one. Not that we weren't already. Yeah, in fact, like, we've had 6 SRs as well, so I'll resell these packs on Card Market. Incredible. No. Joking, obviously. That shit's cringe. I don't like that. I know these packs are dead. I've had all the hits, therefore I'll sell them online. Yeah, if you are someone who wants to buy packs, never buy single packs online. Because there is a good chance that could, unfortunately, be what's happened. Someone's had all the hits out of a box and has gone, wow, I'll get my money back on the rest of these. Anyway, going back. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I used to watch Pokemon booster opening, booster box openings. And I remember just really wanting a booster box when I was a kid. It seemed like some unfathomable volume of product that I could only dream of opening. Yeah, so those shits were expensive back then. I mean, I wish I bought some and kept some sealed, but, you know, I was a kid, so. But yeah, the prices of Pokemon cards were quite expensive back then. They haven't really changed all that much from what the like individual booster prices were. Whereas obviously inflation's gone crazy. And honestly, since then wages have gone up significantly. At least at the bottom end, minimum wages have gone up quite a lot since I was an infant. But yeah, back then just one booster box seemed like, man, you got to be rich to buy one of those. And here we are, lucky enough to be opening a full case of this game. Incredible. Incredible. Little shanks on the end there. Very nice. Third box down. Unfortunately, the God Pack dream is dead. However, the manga hunt lives on. No, I'm just happy getting... If we can get more of those Elder alts, man, that'd be super clean. Mars, give me Mars. Give me Mars. Also, Loki would like one Guard ult. I know that's considered one of the worst hits you can get. At least I think it is. I think it is. Oh, forgot the SRs. I do want the Garp because it's a Navy character. I need it for my Navy collection. Need to keep up to date with that, really. I'm missing quite a lot of the older ones now. But yeah, now it's just... I make no mistake, you see people complaining about pulls. We're all very fortunate to be able to open this amount of products, and whilst you can feel a little hard done by, I don't know. It's worth reminding yourself that we're wasting money opening shiny cardboard. You're essentially gambling, right? So, whilst everyone hopes to win, not many can. And you got to make sure that you have fun along the way with your openings. Anyway, I'm clearly running out of things to say because I'm waffling now. And that's a leader pack. That is a leader pack. Apologies if any of these packs have not quite caught on the camera yet. I'm doing my best to keep an eye on it, but I don't know. I'm not that good at this yet. I think the videos are getting better, the opening videos. Look back at my first one, and there's definitely improvement. I mean, the video quality, 5 elders, nice. The video quality is far better. I think I'm getting better at keeping up like a constant stream of sort of, I don't know, verbal diarrhea. Hey, there's the Don on the end, Rogga Don, and Rogga Leader. And to keep the entertainment value going. You sometimes watch openings, and maybe we'll get there towards the end, because there's the fucking lot of packs. But you sometimes get openings where the person opening the cards just ends up not saying very much, and I don't know, it gets a little bit boring, right? So, I'll try and keep yapping. I might swap for a drink. Every now and then, stay hydrated. Shout out McDonald's. I hope this doesn't fucking drip through the cup. Stupid ass paper cups and paper straws, man. I love the trees, bro. Don't get me wrong, I love the trees, but the paper straws especially is something that pisses me off, especially for milkshakes. Like, for a Coke, it's alright. For a Coke, it's fine. Drinking milkshake through paper straws is just... It's not optimal. It's definitely not optimal. Regardless, it's what you get these days. Got a Shanks on the end. That's what you get in this pack. He's hanging off down here. Look at that. Yeah, pre-release is this weekend. Pre-release is this weekend. Good luck at your pre-release tournaments. Found out earlier on X the winner promos for this pre-release event. They actually are textured. The way that I read it on the website, it read as if they weren't textured, but they actually are. So, here we are. Ace Luffy. They look a lot better than I thought as well, especially with the texturing, and especially the Sabo. I know he's Odyssey, so, you know, it's not the most exciting card in the world. There's a dot on the end. That means it's dead. This Otama, by the way, pause, is another one. Definitely get yourself a playset of this. That'll be a good 2k for years to come. It's just filter. Like, Kyo was good in a lot of blue decks. And that actually negs you a card. Otama doesn't. And it's got a little bit of a condition. But it's not a super hard one to meet. Mars Nazori. Forgot what I was talking about before I started talking about Otama. Who knows? I think it was it still straws? I was still banging on about straws. This is the last straw. Straw sword. Straw hat crew. Hey, there's the Garth I was talking about. We got him. Now, just one would be perfect. Just one Garth, please. Young Garth as well. I've not really seen much of young Garth. Probably because it's in the past, right? But I think he's in the flashback that's going on at the minute, right? God Valley. Pretty cool. Yeah, texturing's nice enough. Nothing super crazy. But it's a cool card. Definitely one I wanted to pull one of. And that's one less card I'll have to buy. Incredible. What's in this one? Jewish Peter again. He's back. We got a... Oh, okay. Well, there's definitely no God pack. This is the second best. We've got the two best leaders already. That's brilliant. Hitting to the two best ones. That's a big double already. Nice to ace. Look at this. I like how the black on both this and the emu is just super shiny. I think I've got the emu still here. Yeah. I like how all the black is just really shiny. And everything else is textured. In Ace's case, his face is textured. Emu, it's just their eye and his nose. I don't know. Anyway, back to Ace. Brilliant leader. Obviously, one of the best two in the set. By a country mile. And a great one to pull. Thrilled with that. And that means there should be at least one more thing in this box. Because I believe leader boxes are always 3 hitters. Which always felt a little bit weird to me. Because, you've already got one of the best hits in the set. You need more? Apparently you do, yeah. Incredible. So the other 4 leaders, right? You got Luffy, you got Rogger, you got Sabo, and you got Bonnie. I don't even know which is the worst to pull. Because the next best in terms of viability is definitely Roger. Like, without a doubt. But with all the like Pokemon scalping shit that's been pumping into One Piece recently, the Luffy leader's probably really good. The Bonnie leader is woman. It's probably good. Even though she's not very playable. And Sabo's sort of just behind Roger in terms of playability. Nothing there. So I don't even know. I don't think there is a bad leader to pull in this set. Which is quite cool, because there's always one, right? There's always one. Set 11, you had Shirahoshi and Jinbei. I think more so Jinbei was the worst. Set 10, you had Sugar and Caesar. More Caesar slander for... I can't remember your username, the guy with the ace profile picture that loves Caesar. If you're watching, thank you. I appreciate you. And here's some more Caesar slander. He was a bad leader to pull in OP10. Well, if you disagree with that one, I think you're lying to yourself. Yeah, well, OP12. What do we have in OP12 that was bad? You had Kobe, Kata, I can't. Zoro certainly isn't bad. No, Kobe. They were Kobe and Kata at OP11. It's the master one. Oh, it was the Rosie, of course. Rosie was shit in OP12. You didn't even get the promo lore that is kind of necessary for the deck to even be okay. Diabolical from Bandai in that one. Hey, there's our third hit. Secret Luffy. Nice. Won a couple of these. Very interesting card. I don't think has a standout home at the minute, but very interesting for a number of decks. Even Green Zoro, I think, could play this in the future. But it is also Fishman Island, so Shirahoshi, maybe. Jinbei, who knows? In addition to that, obviously Red Green Luffy can indeed play that. Hey, you got a looter in the last pack. Brilliant work. And that's box number 4. You know, we're a third of the way through. We're at about 45 minutes, I think, on my recording. It might be 55, because I had another recording that I had to make a cut, because the footage was terrible, if you remember. Unless I cut all of my yapping about that out. But, honestly, we're going kind of fast. I'm thrilled. I'm happy this isn't taking up too long. But the real time waster in this is going to be the upload. My God, I've got to get it edited tonight, and then maybe I can upload it overnight, and it'll go live. I don't know. We'll work it out. Maybe it'll be quicker than expected. We'll get it up same day. That would be incredible. Doubtful work. Like I say, I try and record in 4K 60. At least I really hope my phone's doing that. I'm not going to pause it and find out. It looks pretty good. It's looked pretty good on the hit so far. I think I've worked out the lighting. Really do need to improve the setup for next time, though. Because coming home from work to this was not pleasant. Nothing in that one. Got a Bonnie leader. Really hoping everything would just work. But where it's winter in the UK, it's kind of dark. Normally I have my curtains open when I do these. But it's already dark outside. Well, it was dark at like 4 o'clock, which is just... Come on, man. Come on, bro. I'm trying to record a YouTube video here. Why is the sun gone? Anyway, Dragon and a Valkyrie. I will say, at a point, you sort of autopilot off and just end up, I don't know, focusing more on talking than what's actually in the pack. I could be getting hits here and just putting them to the side. No. Oh, another one that'd be good is the SP Divine Departure. Is it an SP or is it an old? I don't know. The manga event style Divine Departure. I love the manga events. They look really, really good. And I also love zero costs because they're evergreen. You may always want a zero cost in your deck. And Divine Departure, having that second effect, I think does make it better than Gum Gum Jet Gatling in purple. Pretty much all the time. Certainly in any deck that's not playing a Straw Hat Searcher. If you are playing a Straw Hat Searcher and you really need your zero cost, you probably opt for the Jet Gatling. Like in GP, you're never going to play the DD in GP, I wouldn't have thought. But in sort of any generic deck, if there was like a Big Mom Pirates deck, like Katakuri, I think you'd always rather go for the guaranteed second effect over like the random trigger ramp. Nothing on the end there, just a unblockable event. If I bowed down to power, what's the point in living? Well, he didn't have to find out because he didn't live for very long after that. Muppet, I think it's the technical term. This is a Don pack. Rogodon. I'd like to meet this fellow. Incredible. I'd like to not see any more Rogodons unless they're gold ones. But we're going to get 2 unlocks. Because we always do. And on the end of this, oh! SP Ace. First SP of the case. And it's Ace. Can't lie, not really what I was looking for. As you know, I'm not an Ace fan. And this card is a mid. But, pretty cool nonetheless. Looks really good. The texturing is fire. Literally. I love the boxes for the name boxes that they put on the SPs. Always look so good. Always look so good. And yeah, all the gold foiling on this. This is a new style. Or newish style. We've seen things similar to this. But this is the first time we've seen this style. And it does look brilliant. Really, really does look good. Hey. Can never complain about an SP. Although you are guaranteed a certain amount in the case, I suppose, so. But yeah, I think the wanted posters will probably go for more than that style. They do look better. The wanted posters do look better. The texturing on this one is much better than the texturing on the wanted posters. But they have like a better art direction, I think. They just look like things from the One Piece universe. I mean, they look like the wanted posters. Who fucking knew? But yeah, big fan of the wanted posters over the standard SPs. So if I could get one of them for the second SP slot, that would be super sick. That would be super sick. So the end of this one, just a Garp. Just a Garp and a Gaban. Yeah, they do various different SP styles. I think my favourite... Oh, Secret Luffy. Okay, second Secret Luffy. Pretty nice. Still love the texturing on this. Really, really good texturing. Anyway, they do all sorts of different SP styles, don't they? I think my favourites are the ones, you know, like the Borsalino, where he's sitting down eating the ramen. And also the Onami SP, the 2-cost Onami, where she's like dancing in the street with Otama. I really like that style. I think it looks really good. 5 Elders. I don't know, just something about the character's inner scene sort of doing something. that you could sort of imagine them doing in the real One Piece world, as opposed to sort of, oh yes, it is Ace with a picture of Ace in the background. I don't know. I just think it looks. I don't know. It looks better to me. It looks better to me. Nothing on the end of that one. Let me know. What do you think? What's your favourite flavour of SP? I think my least favourite was the ones we got with like the black and red Yasop. They're a bit mid. They're a bit mid. But I'm also not a huge fan of the random shapes. Like the Dragon SP comes to mind. He's okay, but the style's not. I know it's not my jam. It's not my jam. Second Don pack, incredible. What if you do just get one gold Don per case, or do you not get him in every case? Do you get 2 per case? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Nougates, brilliant. That's our 3rd Nougate. 1 more, and I can build Ace. Incredible work. It'd be interesting to see how many Dons you get in total. The gold Dons. Do you always get 1? Sometimes you get 0? Or can you get 2? Uta. Very nice. 3 more packs in this box. And then we're on to box number 6. Nearly halfway. If we can hit halfway by an hour, low-key, I think that'd be pretty good pace. Because then this should be less than 2 hours. I don't want this to go for longer than 2 hours. That's a long time. That's a long time. Yo, Saturn. Let's get the cut piece there. Saturn. That's a nice one too. Like I say, any of these Gege Akutami arts, brilliant pulls. He's definitely not my favourite Elder. I think, like I say, Mars. I do really like Nosturo though. He's probably number 2. Nah, I have a special part in my heart for Jewish Peter. This one looks brilliant, and this is one you're going to see on your board a lot because you always want to play out the Searcher. So, good one to get an ult of, you know. Nice card. Thrilled with that. Really, quite good box, you know. If you bought this as a random box, you got SP Ace, Secret Luffy, and then a Saturn ult. That's a fire box. But hey, if those SP Elders, right, if they are truly exclusive to the God Pack, my God, how much are they going to be worth? How much are they going to be worth? And how rare is the God Pack? Is it 1 in every 2 cases? 1 in every 3 cases? I don't know, 1 in every 5 cases? Because you're looking like, say it was like 1 in every 4 cases. That seems somewhat reasonable. I don't know. And someone wants a playset of those SPs. They're going to be ridiculously expensive. I saw someone negotiating for one on Facebook already. And they were negotiating around $3,000 US dollars. Insane. So if you wanted to max rarity that, $12,000. Fucking hell. That's insane, man. That could in theory be $12,000 if you wanted to max rarity or Imu deck. And that does end up being the going rate. Wild. Anyone who rocks up with one of those, straight up, too much money. I'm sorry. You got too much money, brother. So that's insane. But we'll see what the prices settle at for those. Because, you never know, they might not be $3,000. They might be $1,000. Which is still crazy, but sort of a more comprehensible volume of money. Lilith and Dragon. Spend on cardboard. That is around the price after all of the case. Oh, something on the end. Is it just an SR? No, it's a secret Sabo. Nice. This is the best secret of the 3. Easily. Easily. Absolutely sabling Sabo. We'll be sabling Koala as well for what that matters. Art's really good as well. Love the texturing on his hat. Look at that. Clean. Big fan of that. Normally you get 8 secrets in a case, right? This is only 2. And you get 4 of each. Well, if I can get 3 Sabos out of the 8, if it is the same. Oh. Okay, insane start to this box. Got the Roger. Yeah, and that is an Igawa card. Igawa, one of the best artists out there. 100%. Love Igawa. Didn't realize until fairly recently Akira Igawa is a woman. Because I had a friend at school who was called Akira, and he was a dude. So I just assumed it was a dude's name. But no, it turns out Akira Igawa is a lady. And she does brilliant artwork. Incredible. Man, that looks good. That looks great. I wish it was a little bit of a better card, like playability-wise. But the art is crazy good. That's brilliant. One of my favourite alts in the set. 100%. Everything Igawa does, all her art is really, really, really good. I've never seen an Igawa art card that I've gone, that's terrible. You know? Which is something to be said for that, because they do a lot of art, right? They do a lot of art. Don on the end of that one. Nothing in there. Halo, two hits already. Does that mean the rest of this box is poo-poo? Who knows? Saturn and a boa. Yeah, this is the final box of the top half of the case. So if you're someone who likes to track whereabouts the boxes are, good fucking luck, because we've had an SP and 2 leaders in the top half. Oh, Nusturo. So yeah, clearly no pattern like all the SPs are in the top half, unless I guess this box has an SP in it, but it would seem unlikely. Ace Saber Luffy, very nice. This one looks like it might be our other Don pack, unless it's an alt. Nope, that's our other Don pack. Got the Rogodons out of the way. I'd like to meet this fan. I love like some of the little speech bubbles you see on the events and like the Dons. Just the most random quotes. Hiyori but Ace here said you deserved it. Incredible. Don't think Ace was alive when he said that. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Sabo was introduced after Ace died though, right? Or at least reintroduced. So obviously he was there in the flashbacks. But he was an infant and not big man wearing a big top hat. He was a little child wearing a big top hat at that point in time. Gum Gum Dawn Stamp and a Vivi. But yeah, I think he was... So far, at least, he's only been in the show sort of after Ace died. Or was he there? Maybe he was there in the... I guess he was with Robin, right? While Robin trained with the Rev Army during the time skip. I guess. Did we see that in the show? Did we see Sabo there specifically? Because she was on the bridge to Tequila Wolf, right? For quite a while. And then she got picked up by the Rev Army. After freeing the slaves, prisoners, whatever they were. And yeah, then she went to train with Koala. That's why she's in the set 12 Legacy, the Master set with Koala on the card. With Koala on it's Koala leader. And it has the Robin in the background. She was the student. I think Koala taught her karate or I don't know, something like that. Yeah, was Sabo present in those bits? I can't remember. You didn't get too much from each character during the flashbacks, during the time skip. Sanji and an Ace here. Yeah, wow, the bottom half of this box has been dead. Absolutely dead. Maybe there'll be a third hit, though, somewhere. But it isn't here. That's Otama. Oh, shake the camera. Now, we didn't quite make an hour for the first half. Hopefully we can make it in under 2 for the second. We did slow roll the first few boxes. Yamato, not bad. Sorry, this is getting too far forward. We're opening out of sight. Hiding the pulls from you. Lauren Gabon. Yeah, do you know, I think this probably would work better as a live stream format. Because I could take some breaks, like, maybe we could play a couple games on the sim, chat a bit, and then go back to opening more boxes, because low-key, as much as I do like opening packs, after 6 boxes, you know, it becomes somewhat monotonous. Not that I'm not enjoying still opening the packs. Don't get me wrong, I'm not ungrateful, but yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. Oh, looks like something in this one. Maybe? Oh, no, it's a leader. Cheers, Sabo, mate. I saw the black and yellow on the board. I was like, yo, is there an SP in this one? That would be crazy. But no, it was just a Sabo. And on the end of this one, Boa herself. Incredible. So yeah, that box was a 2-hitter. Nothing crazy, just the Roger and the Sabo secret rare. And 2 cards that I do want. Absolutely. Want a playset of the Sabos. I like to get my playsets, just, you never know. And having one of that Roger ult is really nice because I do just like how it looks. I really do like how it looks. Like I say, Agawa, one of my favourite artists, so getting the Roger is cool. I don't think you would ever want more than one Roger. One purple Roger in your Roger deck. So, But anyway, we are now on the back half of the opening. Bottom half of the case. 6 boxes left. Insane. Insane volume of product. I'm going to sort all this later. Fucking hell, that's going to take a week. It's going to take a week. At least I can hook all the homies up at locals with whatever, like, rares and uncommons and shit they're missing. That's nice. Don't know how many spares of the SRs I'm actually going to end up with. I've no idea what sort of volumes of the SRs you get out of a case. Put the hits over there. Put Ucha on the back. Decent start, little SR. But yeah, many of you opening a case. You opening 1 box, 2 boxes? Let me know in the comments. How much are you opening this set? I think this is a good one to open, right? This set. There's so many SPs. And just so many good hits in general. Like I was saying earlier, with none of the leaders being bad, your odds of getting like a bad box are really quite low. That one we got earlier with the S Snake and the A7 Luffy. That's probably one of very few like actually bad boxes. Because like last box, we just got Secret Ult, but the Secret was very playable. And the Ult's a really nice looking one. And he's also kind of maybe playable. Maybe cope. I think it could be an okay 1-of in Roger. Maybe even a 2-of if you're feeling particularly feisty. But most of the SRs are playable as well. Speaking of, Mr. Newgate, very, very playable. But even some of the weaker ones, like the Uta, she's not meta-defining, but she's certainly playable in sort of off-meta decks, right? There's no SR that you pull and you're like, straight in the binder. Unblockable and a Shanks. Which I think is a good point for this set. A reason why you might want to open more of this set than others, and hence the case. Mr. Rayleigh there. Very nice. Yeah, you definitely wouldn't want to do this for, like, OP08. That set was dreadful, man. Actually really, really bad. The fact that we got that at the Manchester Regional, by the way. If you're the Manchester Regional, shout-outs. Quite a lot of people came up to me. That was really quite weird, but appreciated. Very, very, yeah, a good experience, I'd say. But getting OP08 packs at that region was not a good experience. That set can fuck off, man. It's like, now they've printed the reprinted the Rayleigh Secret as well. It's like nothing good in it. Well, you can get like a Taxgate and a Jozu. Wow, incredible work. So unless you pull an SP, or is there even any good all leaders to pull? Like Marco's okay, Calgara's okay. Who else was in that set? Genuinely can't remember. I think it was a very mediocre set. But yeah, unless you get like a crazy pull, like a SP or obviously a Manga, you're just making nothing from opening those packs. You're not getting particularly valuable cards. You're not getting that many playable cards. So yeah, that's that set you would not want to open a case for. But set 13, it's a pretty good one. The 5 Elders. The gamers. Can't believe that card. This card is still just like utterly bonkers broken, man. The fact that they tested that. Yo, speaking of, I guess we can look at this one. The texturing's nice. The top one, you got like all the swirls. It's not the most texturing actually. All the dudes are untextured. The symbol has a bit of texturing at the top. And they got all the swirls. Yeah, I can't believe this, this card was like, yeah, that's balanced. Like, you can say what you want about it might not be the best deck. Ace might be better. But this is not balanced. This is really silly. It's really silly. And I do stand by Emu being so powerful and so sort of... I don't know. It's like a gatekeeper deck. I think that is one of the reasons that Ace is as dominant as he is. Because I do think there are decks that could beat Ace but have no chance into Emu, right? And I'm sure there's decks the other way around. But like, any removal, you can't beat Emu. Oh, you want to play Sakazuki? You want to play Lucci? You want to play Marco? Ah! Get fucked, I guess. But low-key, I think Sakazuki and Lucci, and they might do alright into Ace. Obviously, I don't know. I'm not going to bother testing that much. Oh, speaking of Ace, we've got another secret Ace. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, secret Ace. But yeah, there's no point, because you want to play Sakazuki into Emu, you just lose. You want to play Lucci into Emu, you just lose. And I don't really know why they made all the characters unremovable. That's a little bizarre, you know? Because outside of that, what you can summon is very powerful. What you play is very powerful. But it's quite easy to deal with on curve, right? They're not doing anything too crazy before they get to 10. And if you could interact with it by, like, I don't know, say they play 2 War Curies early on, and you bot deck them both. You play a Raging Tiger. Okay, now they get to their 10 cost, but maybe they don't have a War Curie. Maybe they don't have their 3rd War Curie. So then they have, like, a downside. They can only summon 4 Elders. I don't know. Yeah, suspicious Bonnie. But if you could bot deck some of their guys, it'd be interesting. But as it stands, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. They're just there. You got to deal with them. You got to rest them, or just let them exist. And I don't know. I don't really like that. I like the interaction you get. And obviously, removal isn't the only interaction they can put in the game, but it has been a core part of the game for a long time. Another Dom pack. You know? And not even just in Lucci, right? Like, tempo removal. 6-cost Jozu. And that's still a good card in this format. But cards like that, the 4-cost Law, right, from Doffy. Again, into Emu, they just don't do anything. It's... Yeah, I don't know. Shanks as well. You know I love Shanks. That deck's unplayable now. Completely unplayable. Because it to some extent, it relies on removal. It's not a removal deck like Lucci. But to some extent, it does rely on removal. I missed an SR there, didn't I? Yeah. So if you can't remove anything with Shanks, I mean, you're just kind of fucked. You're just playing a bad aggro deck. And if you are just playing Shanks as an aggro deck, you're better off just playing, like, Red Sanji. Oh, speaking of red, Mr. Luffy, he's here. He's so happy. Look at him. He's very happy to be in yet another set as an alt leader. Yay. Really cool effect. I love the effect on this one. Very, very cool effect. Shame he's not a little bit better. Very much relies on 9-cost Zoro. Does this deck. Which is fine. He's allowed to. I'll let him do it. But yeah, feels like without that card, you're kind of fucked against Emu. Because they just kill you. Like, leaving 5 Don up to be 10k counter is great. But when they swing 5/7s, it's not that great. You know? And then you're leaving 5 Don up, so you're not doing much on your turn. So you're not getting any pressure. And they can just summon the goons back. Speaking of, here is one of the goons, Mr. Jewish Peter. Well, good box there. Got the 10-cost 5 Elders. Got the Luffy leader. And we got a secret ace. Good, strong box. Strong box to start off the half. Should have at least one more leader. And one more SP. And of course, you can always get a Manga. And we'll put these SRs away. Still need to do a video on Luffy. I never did one back when OP13 first hit the sim. Just straight up didn't do one. I don't really know why. Maybe I ran out of time. But regardless, definitely need to do one soon. Because I've had a few people ask me, can you cover RG Luffy? And I will. It's just finding the time. got a lot on these past sort of this week and next week. Quite busy. So I'll move these alts out of here. Excuse me. But I will be covering RG Luffy very soon. Probably next week at some point. Once I've got a little bit more time. Because with a deck like that, I want to put a bit more work into it to refine the list. Because, I don't know, just hoping you draw 9-cost Zoro and then hoping the unblockable 9-cost Zoro is enough to win. I don't know, it doesn't spark joy. It's kind of not the way I want to play the game. It's different with Lim because you're ramping to it, so it's consistent at getting it out and then having a couple turns to let it do its thing. But in RG Luffy, because you are sort of 4 life, oh, okay, I guess you get 2 gold dons a case, huh? I'd like to meet this fellow. Would you now? Well, we've seen that before, so I will put it to the side rather rapidly. But cool, 2 gold dons a case. Let me know if that is standard. That makes sense, right? Because PRB is the same way. But if that is 2 of the same don in every case, it's going to be quite cheap. It's going to be quite a cheap gold don. So if you are a Roger fan, and you've not blinged out your dons before, these ones, I don't know, maybe they'll be like 10 each, maybe? Like 2 in a case, though, and you get the same one. They might be cheaper. They might be like 4 or 5 quid each. I could see it. Because not everyone's going to want them, right? A lot of people want one for like a collection. But people have their favourite don already. Mine's Rebecca. Love Rebecca don. Oh, Walkery. We got the Walkery ult. Sick. That's the 3rd one, right? Yeah, we had Saturn. We had Nosturo. There's Walkery. Big baldy man in the background. Incredible. Love that. This one looks good. Maybe I don't know. I like them all. Saying earlier, I think Mars is my favorite. This one's really nice too. The colors are great. The blue and the gold, the gold flames, orange flames. Texturing's brilliant. All across like his horns as well. Huge, massive W on that one. What a box. Gold Don and a Walkery. We got the Nosturo with the other gold Don, didn't we? I doubt that means anything. But interesting nonetheless, I suppose. Oh, Sanji on the end. Nosturo. If you made it this far in the video, I must say, thank you for watching. We've got plenty more packs, don't you worry, we're not going anywhere anytime soon, but it's going to be a long video, so I do appreciate you watching this far through. And for watching in general, to be fair, views lately have been very good. There's been a lot of people interested in the videos over the last few months. It's been going crazy well. I'm always shocked to put out a video and you get like, when you get a good one, you get like 8,000 views or something, 8,000 views in one day. And it's like, that's insane. 6,000 people have seen it and gone, oh yeah, I want to watch that. Mad. I don't think in my life, I don't know if I've watched 6,000 videos. So when you think about it like that, it's kind of interesting. It is kind of interesting. Maybe I have watched 6,000 videos. I don't know. Is there any way to track that? Probably not. I believe this one is a leader pack. Huh, Dragon D's. Drink break. It's better. Throat's getting dry, all this yapping. I need to record another video today, really, as well. My God. What's the time? Mr. Wolf. Time for Newgate. Is that 4 or is that 5? Lost track. Lost track a lot. There's still time. You'd have to believe the manga is in the case. Sanji and the event. That one's not very good, that event. Strange how some events are like cracked out the wazoo and others are really just bad. Or this one, Tamra on the end, and there's an ace leader. This one, he looks really long in this image, right? He just looks really long. Explain that. Checkmate, atheists. Anyway. Connie. Please no. Oh, Elders. Good stuff. That's definitely 4 of those now. Probably got spares. Be nice if I got some spares to trade with the homies. Give them some new cards. Bonnie, sus Bonnie again. I'd rather have less of that card. If I do ever play one of those egghead decks, I'm going to have to buy the alts, because I really just don't like the art. She's like supposed to be a child, man. I know some of the art is more sexualized, for sure. The Robin, 6-cost Robin from set 9, I believe. Where she's doing like the demon form. It's nice art, but I mean, she's like naked. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. She kind of got her whole ass out. She knows she's allowed to, but yeah, it's the type of art I was talking about earlier. But I just wouldn't. I don't know. I wouldn't show this game to kids. It's hardly like Disney with Dumbo and Winnie the Pooh, or Pokemon with Pikachu and Bulbasaur doing Vine Whip. I don't know. There's a game all about people killing each other. Or at least the show is, right? The show's got loads of people killing each other. And shit like that. Another Don. Incredible. I'd like to meet this fella. And then some of the art is really sus or like secularized. So when you do see the odd kid at tournament, I do find it a little weird. Maybe I'm off-piste on that one. Let me know if you disagree. And let me know why you think that type of art is good for kids. But I don't think it is, personally. I really don't think so. We should get at least one more hit in this pack. In this box. Because we only had one in the Gold Don. Unless the Gold Don does replace one of your hits, but I don't know, maybe it does. Maybe we're about to find out that it replaces one of your hits. Oh, no it doesn't. There's a boa. This certainly has an alt in the set. Will this be good in blue-yellow boa? Probably not. But it's interesting. I don't really know what this was printed for, I can't lie. I don't really know what this was printed for. Yeah. Unless they literally were just prepping for blue-yellow boa. But even then, it doesn't seem that great in that deck. Like, they're just not going to kill it, right? It's just a 3/5 vanilla. And if they kill it, they lose a life and you draw 2. So, well, I guess it's very sticky. You just need sticky bodies into some matchup. Maybe. Maybe I'm convincing myself just a touch. We'll see when those cards are fully revealed. We'll see what that deck ends up looking like, I suppose. It looks decent already, you know. There's a good amount of those, the new Kuja Pirates type cards that look quite enticing. I don't know if you caught my video, was it yesterday? The day before? I don't know. When I talked about the new SRs that got revealed. The Burrow SR, I mean, it's like Big Mum, right? Big Bummy. Incredible. Yeah, the Burrow seems pretty good. It's also not locked to Burrow, it's locked to Wall. So you could play it in Moria. You could play it in, what's it? Puppy the Croc for all about 5 minutes till that rotates. But yeah, I think there's some cool SRs. What do you think? I really like the Jinbei. It's a 10-10 rush. Well, on play, draw 2 and then bounce a 7. That seems good. That does seem good. It forces you to use your leader effect as Jinbei. But, yeah, I don't know. Decent. And even on a... You can still play it as an 8-10 rush. Like, you don't get the draw and the bounce, which... Honestly, it's kind of a big disadvantage. I wish it was like rest 1, so you could play it on 9. 5 Elders. But I still think the Jinbei is strong. And now that we've seen that and like the Fisher Tiger, I can see what they're going for with this blue Jinbei deck. It's going to be a very, very aggressive deck that sort of cycles a lot of cards, but doesn't draw that many because you're using a lot of them to give a bunch of extra dons to your fellas. But, you know, it's kind of unique. I'm here for it. You're probably going to end most turns with like 4, 6 maybe dons attached. Another suspicious Bonnie. Incredible. In the Jinbei deck, which aggressive blue... I mean, Dofi was pretty aggressive. But I wouldn't really call him aggro. Maybe you would. Maybe you think I'm insane for not calling Dofi aggro. But Yeah, I'd say he's more like tempo, mid-range. Whereas Jinbei, I mean, he's not going to be aggro, right? He's not Red Zoro. He's not like Red Sanji, but it generally seems quite aggressive. Having, yeah, if you're attaching like 4-6 Dons a turn, that's pretty aggressive. You got to give that something, right? Got to give that something. Shanks. A lot of SRs so far. 3 already. Good ones. There's a lot of 10-cost SRs in this set, right? You've got 10-cost Nugate, 10-cost Shanks, 10-cost 5 Elders, 10-cost Rogger. Are there any other ones? I don't think so. Maybe. We'll find out. War Curie. He's not 10-cost. War. What is it good for? Blocking hits and drawing approximately 1 card. Bon! I'd like to meet this fellow. I'm tempted to try and force that to become a meme. I'd like to meet this fellow. I'd like to meet this fellow. That's a nice looking Sanji. That looks like a Kuzan. Look at the blue. It doesn't look like ice. Take a gander at that. Okay, that one's got some crazy texture. That's sick. It's a good card as well. It's a good card as well. Good in Lim. Good in RG Luffy. Good in Green Uta. I reckon you could also try this in like RG Smoker as well. Maybe even Green Zoro. Probably not Green Zoro, but maybe. Really nice target for the lore in particular, the 6-cost lore. It's very nice for that because you get the 2 of the Dons back immediately, so it's like you've paid 4 for a 6k blocker and a 7k guy that resends a Don. And if you are playing Straw Hat or Film, well, you get a Don at the end of your turn. So even in Zoro, you could use that for like DMG. And they're not typically on Paradise Waterfall anymore. But you can use that to bluff DMG every turn. And then if you actually need it, you can use it. Incredible. Yeah, I think Sanji's kind of cool. Another ASL. Pretty good. Happy with the Sanji. I'm surprised the lore didn't get an ult, though. You know? And the 6-cost lore, because that's better than the Sanji, for sure. Like, it's a very, very good card. So I'm a little bit surprised they didn't get an ult. Oh, they also played this in Zonji, I think. I think they played this in Zonji. Need to try that deck soon. That looks like a fun deck. It's always been fun. Every single format I've played Zonji in the past. It's always been super good. And there's a few interesting options for it this set, right? You got this guy, the Sanji. The Secret Luffy as well is a decent option. 5-cost Yamato could be pretty cool as well. 5-cost Yamato gives you like a Don and draw some cards. Speaking of Dons, I'd like to meet this fellow. Ah, dear. But yeah, Zonji is a cool deck. Cool deck, very cool deck. Cavendish, 4-cost Cavendish. Speaking of Yamato. Yeah, you take the first life for Zonji. You can play this. You get some draws to refill your hand. And you get to put the Don on your leader that you need for your leader effect, right? So, I don't know, 3 Don, you go Mihawk into something. Maybe the 4-cost Zoro, because then they have to swing into your life. They swing into your life, you take 5 Don, you go with the Yamato. Swing with the Zoro, swing the leader, pick up the Mihawk, resound the Zoro, swing the Zoro. I don't know. Could be cooking. Could be cooking something. Maybe I'm cooking nothing. Yeah, I think the Yamato's pretty cool. And I think Zonji's pretty cool. And that 2k Mihawk is low-key increasing in value a lot. Not like monetary value, but in terms of play rate. And there's another Secret Luffy. So that's 3 Luffys, 2 Aces, and 1 Sabo so far. Sabo definitely the one you want the most of, because it's staple in Ace. In Sabo at 4. And also probably in Koala. I mean, she's not very good. But Boa on the end. But yeah, Luffy, I think definitely better than Ace. Definitely better than Ace Secret. And then Sabo, just the best. Dragon D's. There's no Zoro ult in this set, is there? I don't think so. No, it's just the 4-cost Sorrow. That doesn't have an ult. Sussy. That's all the SRs. 2 more packs. Is there any last pack magic in this box? Who knows? I'm running out of space on this playmat as well. Oh, Otama. Last pack for this box. Whoop slap on the front. Shit on the back. Incredible. Okay, how many boxes? 3 boxes left. We're making good time now. Good time. 1 hour 30. Incredible. I don't think I'm going to bother editing much out of this. If you want to skip around, obviously, I mean, by this point, it's kind of too late to say that, but yeah, obviously feel free to skip around. A lot of this is going to be me packing. And yeah, time's running out. There's 1 SP left, though. 1 alt leader left. And maybe a manga. I don't know, maybe I'll never... I wonder if I'll ever pull a manga. Got to eventually, right? You got to eventually. I don't even think the art is that amazing on them. Maybe I'd change if I see one in person that I'll pull myself, but... I definitely prefer a lot of the SPs to the mangas in terms of pure visuals. And some of my favourite cards you can see behind my head. They're SPs. The Onami's there. The Gear 2's also up there, but it's behind the Onami, because... oh no, Gear 2's here. Here it is, Gear 2. Look at that. We didn't pull this one. But, I bought that one. Bought that one right before it started going crazy. Absolute banger. Shanks. Just really like the artwork. I mean, it's a classic pose, isn't it? It's one of the most iconic poses from One Piece, I would say. If not the most iconic pose. Would you say that? Do you think that's right? I think that's right. Yeah, I think that's accurate. Probably the most iconic pose from One Piece. Luffy doing the... Oh! Jewish Peter. So yeah, I had to buy myself one of them. Even though I don't even collect the manga events, but they do look good. Rogadon, I'd like to meet this fellow. I'm sick of this fellow. Who is he talking about? I don't think I've seen this, whatever flashback this is from, where he'd like to meet this fellow. Was it like Odin? It's clearly not Luffy. Clearly not fucking Luffy. I don't know. Who is he talking about? Rocks? Ace, Sabo, and Luffy? Let me know in the comments if you've made it this far and you know who the hell Roger wanted to meet. Let me know, because, yeah, I don't know. Oh, there he is, Mr. Roger himself. He can meet Ace, Sabo, and Luffy over here. Hey, by the way, if you like this map, you see in the Shanks map, OP13.gg, they sell that. Not sponsored, don't have any sponsorships at the minute. But, yeah, they do make pretty cool mats. It's all done by real artists, no AI dog shit. So, if you like this Shanks mat, you can get it off there. They're in Canada, I think, so I don't know, shipping might be expensive if you're not in Canada. I'd say all the US, but with the tariffs thing, I don't really know what's going on with that. I try and keep as much out of politics as I can, because it's just all depressing, right? It's just all... Whatever you believe, everything you see is just always depressing, so I'd rather just not look at any of it. Nothing good comes out of it. Stussy does come out of this pack, though, and she's pretty good. She's pretty good. But yeah, if you like the mat, check out optcg.gg. They do other ones as well. I just, you know, I'm a Shanks fan. So, I won a giveaway on X, and I had to pick up the Shanks mat. Had to do it. Had to do it to him. It's nice and chunky as well. Nice chunky playmats. I can't really show you without tipping all the cards on the floor. But the playmats are nice and thick, which is good. If you're playing on like a... I don't know. Somewhere where you need a thick playmat. Anyway. Somewhere like the Windmill Village, maybe. This is... The red cards in this set are bleak, man. They are such trash. Really crazy. But here we are. Uta's not trash, though. She's pretty cool. I like her. First deck ever played. Green Uta. First deck ever played. I started right at the end of OP05. After the Uta battle event. Where everyone played Uta mirrors. Which is weird. But yeah, I started then, and Green Uta was the best starter deck that my LGS had. So I was like, fuck it. Buy Uta. Play Uta. Why not? Did me well for a few weeks, at least, before I started playing other decks, like Red, Purple Law. One of the first ones I played. Red, Purple Law. What else did I play really early on? Moria. Sakazuki as well. I tried to challenge myself at playing a bunch of Sakazuki. Oh, Terry Guilty. Oh, Rayleigh. Incredible. Terry Guiltio, the real hero we need. I think Moria was one of my favourite early decks. I really liked Moria. Had quite a lot going on. Still really like Moria. So I'm quite excited for these Thriller Box cards in OP13. By the way, where are the hits in this box? This box has had nothing in it. Concerning. But yeah, I'm excited for Moria in OP14. The leader looks sick. I can't lie. Is it going to be good? Fuck knows. But it looks cool. Ruby on the back. The VV theory. The theory is you can search for your straw hat cards. Maybe even your alabaster type cards. Oh, Sanji. Yeah, and the SR Moria seems kind of weird. I don't know. Until we get the new, whatever new forecasts are in the set, it's going to be very hard to judge that one. As I sort of alluded to in my video. Because the existing forecasts, I mean, they're good to play, right? You've got the Prona from the Woman set. Even just the Prona from the original set, the original Thriller Bark set. And even Hogback, they're fine. But they're not great to put in your life. Like, they don't have triggers or anything. Oh! Ooh, we got baited again. Got baited by the background. Got the ace, the alt art secret ace. Always happy to take always happy to take an alt secret. And these ones do look very, very good. Doesn't have the error text though. That's only the wanted version. That is only the wanted version. So we've had these the ace and the Luffy in alt art format. Shame it's not the Saba. You know, I like to play with my cards, right? Oh, 2 in a row. Stussy. This is a brilliant artwork. Definitely one of the weaker sort of SRs in the set. But the artwork is brilliant. I love Peach Momoko. Brilliant artist. Absolutely brilliant. Everything they do is great. And, yeah, this Stussy is no different. I like the roses in the background. It reminds me of the Sakazuki SP from whatever set that was, like 4. Really nice. Simple design. Not too much going on, but it really works. Really, really works, this one. Brilliant. Lovely pull. Whole box we went through with nothing. And then 2 packs in a row. It's kind of weird when it works out like that. Obviously, it's all random, you know. But, it is weird when it works out like that. 2 boxes left after this. And again, we should have an SP and a leader, at least. I'd like to meet this fella. Anyway. Yeah, we should have 1 more leader and 1 more SP in this case, right? Nosturo. Probably have at least 1 more of him as well. There's a lot of rares in this set. I wonder what the rare pull rates are going to be for, like, if you open a case, how many of each rare do you get? Because I think there's more than average. There's got to be, right? There's the 5 elders, and they've got an event in black that are rares. Nearly got the next box without putting this one away first. It would have been chaos. Chaos in the streets of my desk. But yeah, I don't know, is it? I'll have to have a look later. I'm interested now. How many rares are in this set? 26 rares. Is that standard? Do you know what? We have the technology. We can check. We can go. Turn around. Pull the box off the shelf. And OP11 has 26 rares. Never mind. I was lying. I was simply lying. Incredible. I just assumed there'd be more rares, right? Because of all the different... Because of how many there are in black. But I guess there's just more black rares and less of other colours. Interesting. Interesting. So I guess you probably will just get shitloads of rares. Lucky a couple of rares from some of the past sets. Even set 12, DMG in the UK. It's like £2.50 for a copy of DMG. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if it was good. Like, one set old and the rare's already £2.50. So what do you think? Is this box going to have the alt, the SP, the SP, the alt leader, a Manga? Both? All three? It's going to have Lilith, that's for sure. I think my favourite SP to get would just be the wanted Luffy. I would really like, or the wanted Roger as well, because I could play that one. In whatever red deck I play. Though the SP style of that Ace with the Smoker would be a pretty good one too. Again, it's a Navy card. Who knew? Not this time. Not this time. It's funny when you get the Don packs, you know the rest of the pack's dead as well. Chopper, Chop Chop. Nefeltari Vuvi. Yeah, leaders and Dons, you see them, you're like, ah. Ooh. This guy stinks. Oh, another Roger. You do sort of see the same cards over and over again. There is a point where you're like, I'm just looking for the alts now. I suppose. If you're someone who opens cases a lot. I don't know. Let me know how you feel about that. So if you've made it this far, what off-meta decks do you want to see? I think currently I'm planning to do Vegapunk very soon. Planning to do Zonji very soon. RG Luffy as well. Someone's requested Kuzan. I'll probably end up doing a Kuzan video quite soon. Secret Sabo. Well, we were bound to get at least one more of him. Again, texturing, great. Especially down here, right? This looks really good. Black and red, just generally. Brilliant combo. Drink break. Getting lost. What are we talking about? Oh yes, off-meta decks. Off-meta decks. What else was I thinking? There's some other decks. I probably will do a Green Uta video this set at some point for sure. I mean, we got loads of new film cards. It'd feel very weird to not do an Uta video, you know? She's the film lady. She's the lady from the films. And the whole deck is film. So yeah, probably a Green Uta video soon. Sussy. I will revisit all the OP13 leaders as well. I don't think there's any that I'll skip revisiting. I'm not going to bother revisiting Roger until the promo comes back out. Oh! To get the promo Roger. But I've revisited Emu. Zoro wasn't too long ago that I did my last Zoro video. Probably will do another Zoro video though. And then Ace. Need to do another Ace video probably. And Bonnie. Might try I don't know, I might try the Stussy and Bonnie next time. See if I can make it work a bit better. Because I tried it obviously when I made my first video, but it didn't feel great. It felt a little slow. Especially into Ace. Because like you play it on 7, and then they go, okay, here's Whitebeard. And you're like, oh. Your blocker's a bit bigger than mine. Just a little bit. The fact that card gives 4 Don. Like 4 rested Don as well. That's crazy. But it doesn't have like a broken effect. Ooh, speaking of broken effects. That's got some broken visual effects. Look at that. Does this count as an SP? I think it does. I think this counts as an SP. It's what I'm pleased to get. That's a great looking card, man. That is a great looking card. Divine Departure. 0 cost. The text is really, really off center because of the big divine departure on the left. It looks sick. Hopefully that shows up nicely because it looks really, really good in person. Very pleased with that one. We were talking about that way, way, way back at the start of the video. How I wanted the divine departure. And we got it. We did it. We found the One Piece. I wonder if they'll ever do something like what Magic did, right? With the Roger. Look at him. It's his box, his move. It's him and his move. That's good. I think low-key I got the 4 leaders I wanted the most. The 3 most playable ones. And then got Luffy over Sabo. Which, I'm fine with that. The Luffy might well be more expensive just because of the Luffy tax that's going around at the minute. He laughed. I'd like to meet this fella. So the rest of this box I think should just be dead. Unless you can get 3 hits in a manga, but I have to assume the manga replaces a hit. Let me know if you've opened a box and hit a manga before. Does the manga, can you get 4 hits with one of them? Doubtful. Got 2 more SRs to come though at least, and I think this is one of them. It is. Yummy toes. Incredible work. Next. Another Connie. Oh, Ace. Ace dying move. Ace's dying words before he inted the entire Battle of Marineford. Yeah, a lot of people at my league locals are going to build Roger. So, I don't think I will be building him. But, you never know. You never know. I don't know what I want to play in person this format. So I'm not doing any majors. No regionals, no finals, nothing like that. So, I don't really know. I might just play like, weird decks, like Lim, at locals. Might even bring Sakazuki back if not too many people are on Emu. Because if there's only like 1 Emu at your locals, and you can just dodge them, you could probably make a decent run with a removal deck, I think. Oh, another Whitebeard. Because I do think removal is good into Ace. I do stand by that. I think it is good. And I think it also has, like, maybe not Sakazuki is good into Zoro, but Lucci's not bad into Zoro. Right? But, I don't know. Maybe I'm coping. I think he should be good into Roger as well, though, right? Sakazuki and Lucci and Black Smoker and Marco as well. They're all very good at removing 1 guy a turn. And Lucci was always probably the most popular, alongside Saka, because they have the best chance at removing 2 a turn. But if you can just focus on removing 1 thing a turn, which is very much what you're doing into both Ace and into Roger, the sort of maths and setup you need becomes a lot easier, you know? Becomes a lot easier to work out. At which point you can kind of just, yeah, your win rate goes up a lot. Because you're not jumping through hoops to hit 2 removals every turn. Like you were into like decks like Dofi, right? I remember that matchup was weird. Like Lucci into Dofi, that was a weird matchup. Because if they got multiple Jinbeis early, that was tough. But, so they could play like 3, 4, 5 characters a turn sometimes, even it was ridiculous. Excuse me. And this is it. Merry Christmas. Everybody's having fun. I've never something like that. The final box. The final box of I've gone through a whole case. You've sat here for way too long. Watching a silly man on a screen. Open. Cardboard. Incredible work. No, I appreciate it a lot. But, yeah, final box. See if we can get any more of the Elders. Another Elder art would be brilliant. I assume that Roger event is an SP, but if we could get an SP if it's just considered an alt art. Actually, does it say on... No, it just says star. It doesn't specify. Does the SP Ace say? I'm getting distracted now. It does say SP. I don't think the Roger counts then. Then we should get an SP in this box. That's not an SP. That's a Vista. Yeah, so we should get one then, I think. think that Roger event just counts as an SR. As an SR. It counts as an SR. Counts as an alt. Oh, yo, we got him. We got the wanted Roger. That's sick. Really, I'm pleased with this one. I wanted to get. I wanted to get a wanted poster. And Luffy and Roger, definitely the two that I wanted the most. This one's very playable. The Luffy will probably be worth the most money, just because of the Luffy tax. But this Roger's sick too. And it's the good Roger as well. It's the rush one. It's not the stinky purple one. Brilliant work. Good stuff. Not a bad case, you know. The Ace SP was a little bit of a letdown in terms of SPs, but the Roger wanted post was brilliant. And we got the 4 best leaders, I would say, in the set. In terms of what I wanted. You can argue Sabo's better than Luffy playability-wise. I probably wouldn't disagree with you. But they're kind of close. And we definitely got the big 3. We've also got lots of elders. If we can get one more of the elders, give me a Mars. That'll be the perfect end to this. If we get a Mars alt art. Ah, not this one. Not this one. We want the shiny one. Where he looks like a chicken. Incredible work. Or maybe the alt art from my post where he looks like a Mars bar. Huh! 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 That's not really what I was looking for, I can't lie. Lilith. Well, we got all the egghead alts. We got this, we got the Stussy, we got the S-Snake. We certainly got the egghead alts. I have to build Vegapunk now. I've already got him built. It's not updated. Oh, go on, give me one more. One alt left. Give us a leader. Yeah, give me another leader. Give me the Mars. Or one of the other ones was. What other ones are we missing? We're missing. It's just Mars and Jewish Peter, right? Yeah, we got Valkyrie, we got Saturn, and we got Nostro. Yeah, we're missing Mars and we're missing Jewish Peter. Well, they might be at my service, but I'm hoping they're in my box. Could still get a Manga as well. No, I think that dream will have to come back for another day. The Manga hunt continues. Will I ever pull one? We'll see. Find out next time when I probably stream it next time. I think we stream it next time. I think I will. Huh! Divine Departure. Not a shiny one. Well, it's kind of shiny. But yeah, that manga event, Divine Departure is brilliant too. Very pleased with the hits so far. Ah, well, that's going to be it then. There's the secret Sabo to finish us off. We got 3 of him, which means I think... Did we get 3 of each? Did we get 3 of each? Maybe they increased the secret pool, right? I don't know. We'll have to go over that at the end. But yeah, crazy. Look at this. So far, we've had 1 SR and 3. Insane. Insane. Now I'm going to resell the rest of these packs on Card Market. No, we finish it off. Sauce Bonnie. Incredible. I do wish there was always just like a little chance for an extra hit, you know? So that when you were going through all these packs at the end, you never quite knew. There could be a 4th ult. Even if it was just like a low chance, like, I don't know, 1 in 30 boxes that's a 3-hitter has a 4th ult. It'd be kind of funky. Like, can I swap my Rakuyo for an ult? Iori. No, likely not. Oh, we do get more of the Dons, though. We get... Would you like to meet this fellow? You can find him. He left everything right there. Incredible work. Oh, yeah, that was My Little Pony man. Ah, dear. Well, I've had a great time. This has taken just shy of 2 hours at the time of me speaking right now. I'm guessing the video is going to be around about 2 hours long. I don't think I can be bothered to edit through all. I'll be honest. If you've stayed this long, you're an absolute trooper. And I love you very much. So does Snorlax in the back. Look at him. He's been sleeping on the bed for that whole time. Insane. What a lazy fucker. I love a bit of Snorlax. He's a cool cat. He's a cool cat. You can't see it in the frame, but I've got quite a lot of Snorlax merches on the bottom shelf of my stand behind me. Sussy underneath. Oh, Sussy's gone. The imposter has been ejected. Under my One Piece box collection. And I do have every One Piece box, except for I don't have a blue bottom. I'm never going to be getting one at this point. The price, I'm opening in my lab. Okay. Oh, we stacked the manga in there. No. Yeah, I don't have a blue bottom, and I actually don't have an OP13 now, because we've fucking opened them all. So I will have to procure one OP13 from somewhere. That's okay. I have a second LGS that's just opened up. I'll probably buy one off them to support them. And truly, I would like to meet this fellow. Would you like to meet this fellow? Leave a like. Leave a like. Hype the video. Subscribe to my OnlyFans. Joke, obviously. No, I remember when I was starting out, and that is the last pack. That's your lot. Look at that. One whole case. Incredible work. That took a little longer than I thought it might, but, you know, round about 2 hours, not too bad. Yeah, I remember when I started out, at some of the end of some of the videos, I was like, oh, like and subscribe. I've stopped bothering that. I don't care. If people like the video, they might leave a like. Incredible. Subscriptions, they don't matter. Once you get to 1,000 subscribers and you can enable monetization, it literally does nothing. It really just does nothing. All it means is that people will see more of your videos, I guess, if they're people who enjoy them. But generally, the algorithm just sends you stuff anyway. I've had channels I've watched for years, and then realised, oh, I'm not subscribed to them. What the fuck? I've watched all of their videos. So, yeah, subscribing really doesn't do a lot for anyone. But regardless, that was a case of OP13. I'm going to put you up a bit. I'm going to put the mic back a bit. Look at that. Incredible work. And we'll go through what we got. So, in terms of secrets, we'll go through the secrets first, I guess. Sort those out. I'm interested to see, was it 9 or was it 8, like usual? Because it's usually 8 in a case. I do remember that. We've got 1, 2... Oh, it is 8. We've got 3 Sabos, 3 Luffys, and 2 Aces. And honestly, all of these look mega good. They all look incredible. The art is stunning. Then in terms of the SPs, we got the Wanted Roger. And where's he gone? We got the SP 5 cost Ace. Very odd choice for an SP. If you were someone who was asking for this to have an SP, fuck you. Can't play with this. What am I supposed to do with this? I don't play blue, yellow, ace. Anyway. We got the 2 gold dons as well. Pull those out. 2 gold Rogadons. I would like to meet this fellow. He's pretty cool. And a shiny fellow. Then leaders. We got Luffy. We got Ace. We got Emu. And we got Roger. I don't know why I call him Roger. I do. One of my homies is called Rogers. And we call him Rogers. I don't know why. It's kind of here's what it is. Yeah, if you know, you know. Then we got 3 of the elders. Popular character, the 3 elders. Valkyrie, Saturn, and Nostro. No Mars, alas. I will probably buy the last 2. We'll get a Mars and we'll get a Jewish Peter. Hey, Lois. Hey, Lois, I only pulled 3 of the elders, Lois. Fucking hell. I'm going delirious. Speaking of the elders, there it is. The 5 elders itself. That's a really nice one to get. I'm pleased with that. Oh, Roger's trying to flee. And then we got a few more alt arts. We got Sanji. We got the Boa. Got the Lilith. Got the Roger. The Garp. These are all on camera, I think. Yes. Ah, not quite. Now they are. Look at that. Technology. Got the S-Snake, the Sabo Luffy, the Sussy, and the Rayleigh. Then finally we got 2 alt secrets. We've got the Luffy and the Ace. And the Manga Divine Departure. Brilliant. So, nothing too crazy. No mangas, no god packs. If you pull one... why couldn't it be me? No, if you pull a manga or a god pack, congratulations. There's so many stunning cards in this set. I'm thrilled to be lucky enough to open this volume of product. I am incredibly privileged to be in this position. And the set's banger. There's so many good cards. There's so few of these cards of the alts that you pull and you're like, damn, I didn't want that one. So few. Also got no duplicate alts. Is that always guaranteed in the case? I got no idea. It's my first time. But either way, this was good fun. We'll definitely do this again. But not anytime soon, because my bank hurts. But thank you for watching, and good luck at your pre-releases. Good luck on your boxes, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.